You're watching CBS 2 News this morning.
Welcome back, 6:22 this Monday morning. You might remember the name George Martin. He's a former star of the New York Giants. He's turned his retirement from football into a new journey these days. It's called a journey for 9/11. George is planning to walk across the country to raise $10 million for 9/11 workers. He joins us this morning to share his story. George, great to see you.
Thanks, Maurice. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in. Let's refresh folks on who you are and what you did here in town for so long in the 70s into the 80s.
Yes, 1975.
With the Giants.
Yep, 14 season with the New York Giants. Yeah, their team captain, and also we won the Super Bowl in 1986.
You sacked John Elway that year.
Yeah, the safety in the Super Bowl, which is the impetus to eventually give us victory, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
7 touchdowns, 80 sacks, great career.
Yep, led the league with the most touchdowns as a defensive lineman.
Put a good hurting on people and made us happy here around town. So for the past 2 decades, what have you been up to?
Well, I currently am Vice President of Access Sports Financial Services. It's sports marketing. We do financial services for professional athletes. Okay,
so you've had a successful career since then, but now you got this idea in your head that you want to walk from the GW to the Golden Gate Bridge.
That's correct.
For 9/11 first responders. Where'd that come from? What sort of got it going?
You know, actually, it's a blending of 2 very distinct passions that I have. Number one, my desire for physical fitness and obviously being a country boy and the love of outdoors. I've always had the desire to walk across country. And about a year ago, I had this slight epiphany that I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it and affix a cause for it. And it took me about 2 seconds to understand the plight of what was going on post 9/11, and that just seemed to be a natural blend. And it has been phenomenal how many people have come on board and supported this ever since.
People call football players heroes. You buy that?
Absolutely not. I think that it's a definitive misnomer when you use the term heroes to professional athletes. The people who responded to the big dig post 9/11, the first responders, the rescue and recovery workers, they put their lives on the line. I've never been asked to put my life on the line as a professional athlete.
So you're going to take this walk. You are in phenomenal shape, by the way. We saw you stretching there like a rubber band, for crying out loud. What are you doing? What are you doing to prepare?
There's a state park called Harriman State Park, about 13 miles from where I live, and I literally walk from my front door to Harriman State Park. The park itself is about 14 miles long, and I'll walk the length of the park. Then I get on the cell phone and call my wife and never pick me up after I'm exhausted. But that's been my training regimen for the last 3 months.
How long do you expect this to take you? How many miles do you plan to walk a day? What are the mechanics here? You got anybody watching you? You're going to drive? You know, how's that going to work?
There's a 5-person team, inclusive, and that is myself as the primary walker. There's a New York City policeman. He'll be accompanying us. Also a medical technician, for obvious reasons. There's also an event planner and a driver. And we're charting, as it stands right now, about 3.5 to 4 months, depending on what inclement weather we face. And we're looking at anywhere from 35 to 40 miles a day.
What do you think is going to be the hardest part of this? Weather, staying in shape, your wind, sleep, tired, what?
Well, the quote, the famous Yogi Berra, he said that, you know, this event is 90% mental and 50% physical. It is going to be certainly more mental than it is physical.
Well, good luck to you. Before we let you go, we've got to talk about Mike Strahan.
Yes.
Guy didn't play in training camp all year. He finds himself in a game last night after a fellow player got injured.
Yes.
What'd you think, or what do you expect from him?
Well, I think they showed Michael a lot of respect, and that's due to his obviously his great career, All-Pro. Michael played extremely well, although as an individual it doesn't translate well as a team. But the team lost, and you know, they played a good opponent in Dallas, as someone will attest to your coworker over there.
Yeah, who shall go nameless?
Yes, exactly.
Katie.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, George, great to have you in.
Thank you, Maurice.
Good luck in raising the $10 million.
Indeed, yes.
And persevering on this walk.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds like an excellent cause. Please come on back, share your stories when you're all done.
We'll do it, absolutely.
All right, and you've got a website. We're going to link everyone to it at WCBSTV.com. Check that out at links and numbers. We'll connect you to George's website. It's coming up on 6:26 and a half. We're back with much more right after this.